We start out with the vibes, man.
Yeah, MCs better start chatting about what's really happening. Because if you ain't chatting about what's happening, where you living, what you talking about? Because you know what I know. It's gonna be a hot summer.
Dizzy been trying to tell y'all, man. MCs, if y'all ain't chatting about what's really happening, then what are you talking about in your music? We just gonna vibe to a little of this.
And you know what? It's gonna be even hotter winter.
So y'all already know what mood we in. Y'all see the title, man. All time.
And I ain't even talking about the weather. Roll deep on knees. Dizzy Rascal. Looks like I'm losing friends. There's a lot of hostility in my ends. We used to argue, always make up and be friends. Now we settle disagreements with the skanks. Looks like I'm losing mates. There's a lot of hostility near my gates. We used to fight with kids from other estates. Now 8mm settle debates.
He said we used to fight with kids from other states, but now 8mm settle debates. Come on. Is Dizzy Rascal gonna fall in my top 5 all time? We're gonna see, man. Let's get into it. But look, before we get into this, man, just subscribe, man, like, man, share, man. Let's get the algorithms going. Let's keep this thing going. But from my last video, man, as you know, I did a Q&A. And, you know what I mean, I wanted to get a couple questions from the fans or whatever. Hopefully we can get some dialogue going. I got a few on Instagram. I got one on YouTube. So shout out to everybody, man, that left me a comment. Like I said, I probably wasn't going to get that much. But the one I did get was from Manav, man. Shout out to Manav. We give shout outs, man. We show love on this channel. And basically asked me, man, who are my top 5 UK rappers? Now, I'm actually going to do my top 5 UK rappers all time. This is my list. This is all time. Not who I'm currently listening to. We're going to actually, I might do that as a part 2, but right now we're going to do the all time list. This is for me. So, without further ado, man, let's get into it. This is my top 5 UK rappers all time Wai-Visions list. And you know what I mean, coming in at number 5, man, is 2 artists. I couldn't choose my number 5. So it's actually 2 artists, man. The first artist coming in at number 5, we got Big Homie Chip.
Stay colder and don't try to tell me you're older, cause you could be older, I'll be more music. Mixtape promos, everything's out there, so don't try to tell me I don't do this. I do this, I'm colder, better than most are older. Take out any that are younger. Diss me, are you dumb? You're an idiot. You'll never get this chip off your shoulder. This kid's colder than you were when you were this age. Your whole lyric book can't test with this page. Please don't play, cause Wiley done said that playtime's over. Your playtime's over, your playtime's over. Since you're 6 I've been a playground soldier. Them they were lyrical than lyrical G, but now everything's colder.
Look, man, you gotta go with Chip, man, just because lyrically it's a lot of artists, not even in the UK. Shout out to Chucky Online on his podcast, man. I actually heard him say this. He said we gotta start putting Chip not only in the top UK lyricist list, all time UK and US. So I think Chip can fall in the top 100, top 75, top 50, kind of tough. But Chip is in the top 75 all-time lyricists in rap, US, UK, wherever. So I feel like we gotta start throwing Chip in there just for his lyrical ability. You know, I found out about Chip when he was Chipmunk through the Tim Westwood freestyle. So that's how I found out about Chip. So lyrically, Chip you gotta throw Chip in there, man. So, you know what I mean? He definitely, and his last tape was crazy, and his Insomnia tape with Skepta was crazy. So he can make the songs, and he got the lyrical, you know, the skills, so he could do both. So we gotta throw Chip in there, man. Also, I got in my top 5, man. You already know, man. Mike Skinner, The Streets. Come on.
And I'm thinking,
people pushing by, then walking off into the night.
he's look well speckled, a bit green and blue. Freeze is well cheap though, so I'll take 3 if I need to. Right, I'm on a plan. I wish the bouncers would go away. Borrow water off this man. Here goes nothing, okay?
Look, man, if I mean, I don't know how the UK people perceive Mike Skinner, man, if he's at the top of their list. From what I hear in the media, he is. But when I heard this, like the streets, like the only first joint I heard was Blinded by the Lights. Like that song alone, I put that song alone in my top 15 songs all time. Like when I do my top songs all time, it's not just US. It's whatever. And if we talking about hip hop, I'm definitely throwing the streets in there. So Blinded by the Lights, Never Been to Church. Like he got joints that I'ma always remember. That's always gonna resonate with me. So man, we gotta throw the streets in there. Just his flow. I ain't never heard no flow like his. And like his production, like when he put everything together, it's just too original. It's not much you gonna hear like the streets. You know what I mean? So Mike Skinner, the streets, man. Definitely. They're my top 5, right? That's my number 5 list right there. Okay. Coming in at number 4. Actually, a lot of y'all probably got him higher on y'all list. Y'all just heard the man, the Mr. Boy in the Corner, Dizzy Rascal. Come on.
Girl, what for? Pregnant, we talking about before 15, she's underage, that's raw. And against law, 5 years or more. Now she wants a score and a half hour draw. That's the kind of threat that you can't ignore. That got you pinned down to the floor, but shut on foot, you said 3 magic words. When that's the one for the birds. When you said that, she forgot other words. It's over, you better start writing the prayers.
Number 4. Now I hear a lot of UK artists talking about the impact that when Dizzy dropped Boy in the Corner, how it impacted them over there in the UK. So just imagine how the crossover was to the USA, how it impacted, you know what I mean, people from the US listen to Dizzy. When Dizzy, how he got my home, man, I don't know where my bro heard him from, but we had the Boy in the Corner CD. It just happened to be in my house. You know what I mean? So my bro put me on the Dizzy, but man, we listened to that Boy in the Corner album. I mean, front to back, back to front to back, shuffle it up, like constantly. It was crazy. So like a lot of them songs, when I listened to a lot of them songs from that album, man, it's just, that was really my first introduction to any UK artist that I could remember. So Dizzy Rascal, definitely, I'm pretty sure he in everybody top 5, but he's gonna be on my number 4 right now, man. Shout out to Dizzy Rascal, man. Like I said, man, fix up, look sharp. Like the beats, like the production, like the flow, like I said, man, is the originality. You know what I mean? So shout out to Dizzy, number 4. Okay, this is a special one, man. Number 3. It's a little controversial, man. This is a little controversial right here, man. Number 3 is actually it's actually a group. I put a group at number 3, man. Give it up for SAS. Streets are salute. Let's go.
Chill. SAS. Dipset shower game. Might catch me and rock away. Model in a hanger. 16s with shot to spec. Case you in your man run. Suit done and rob again. Hold your seat, ransom. Don't have to call them coppers. That police in them vans come. Welcome to London.
Look, like I said, I don't know how the UK media feel about SAS. I've listened to a lot of interviews here and there, and I actually heard some media groups say that SAS, since they was doing the Dipset, doing the New York thing, they was actually in New York at the time, that they was trying to sound like US artists and dress like US artists and trying to take the whole US artist swag. I don't know what, this is speaking from me, I don't know what they saw. What I saw was the accent was there. I knew they wasn't from New York. So, and I mean, the flow was a little bit, you know what I mean, Dipset, but at the time, everybody was flowing like that at the time with the punchlines with the punchline flow, everybody was flowing like that when Dipset was out. You gotta think about it, Dipset was one of the top major label groups worldwide. So at the time, everybody was sort of with the punchline rap. So when SAS, got they shot out with Dipset, and when I heard Streets All Salute, like that album, they got that's a classic. That's a classic album. Like if you ain't heard Streets All Salute, like this joint, like
money and honey.
Oh. Ram, I want the hook to
y'all gotta be feeling this in the UK,
one
man.
time.
Live with the Dipset, we been getting paid for. Ain't about the money and honey, I'll see you later. From city.
Oh.
My bad. Truth be told, it was Dizzy. I had Dizzy CD. We saw Chipmunk on YouTube, and SAS was actually here. And you know what I mean? The US doing their thing. So like this joint,
honey, I'll see you later. From city to city, you with me, do me a favor. Salute me, people, it's getting major. Megacito, that's the move, the cheap blow. Live by the street code, show you how them G's roll. Here we G-stroll, flipping till our pockets swollen.
come on, man. Like, hey, number 3, man. Streets All Salute, man. You got to give them their flowers, man. They pioneers up there with y'all favorites. You know, y'all favorites that's probably still on this list. They up there with them. You know, so shout out to Streets All Salute. They my number 3, man. At my number 2, probably top lyricist in the game still. Gotta give it up to Gets.
I play chess with Bobby, say less than body. Man speak out then say sorry, cause jobs get turned back into a hobby. I just got that biscotti, now beam me up Scotty. Summertime I'm way too quaddy, scenes in yard bite life with Poppy. Plaster boy went school in Totty, kicked out year 9, never went collie. Jail 15, Hollyoaks and Curry. Discharge paper still got a copy, remind myself how far I've come, and I'm far from done. Room full of icy freeze, but I am the darkest one.
Oh.
Apart from you saying and them man there.
I'm not gonna lie, with Gets, like I saw the Movement DVD, like I saw bits and pieces of the Movement DVD, classic UK DVD, man. That's really classic DVD. I think a lot of people in the US need to see that DVD. But I always heard the name Ghetto, and you know, I kind of, as I got back on the UK music scene, I saw the name Gets, and the person always looked familiar, so I had to do my research on Gets. I'm like, yeah, that's dude from back then. But like Gets, to me, lyrically, is lyrically number 1. Lyrically number 1. You know, I like Potter. I like Dave. I like Fred. There's a lot of newer casters doing the thing, but I think Gets transferred over perfectly, you know, from the grime scene to what he's doing now. And his latest album is a testament. So Gets, man, just paving the way and still doing his thing, man. You got to salute to the king, man. Gets at number 2. And I think y'all already know who number 1 is. Like, honorable mentions, man, you know. Honorable mentions to Wiley. Honorable mentions to Kano. You know, they unfortunately didn't make my list. And you know, the JMEs out there, you know, you got the Jammers, you know, you got the whoever. But my number 1 UK artist all time, and I could listen to any verse from this dude. I had to go back and check out all his albums, but just to see. When I start listening back to the UK music, man, I already knew the name Skepta. We already know the name Skepta, man. So I'm always waiting for a Skepta feature. I'm always waiting for a Skepta album. Skepta's crossover to the USA has been smooth with the joints with ASAP Rocky. You know, with his collabs with Drake. You know, it ain't safe. Skepta, man, number one. That's mine. Come on.
The Jack's house was a shit hole with my niggas smoking on some Indo. Looking for the police through the window. Said I'd be a minute. Of course I was an hour. Never disturb a baker when he's mixing up the flour. Devour these criminals stepping on my toes. I step into the party, I let everybody know. The heat will bang for a legend on the roads. So keep your hands off my brethren and my clothes.
Say they safe for the plot, not even for the cops. Say they safe for the plot, not even for
So yeah, that's my top 5 UK artists all time, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. Remember, subscribe, like, and come on back, man. We're gonna do what I'm currently listening to, you know, part 2 coming soon. But yeah, that's my top 5, man. You know, but till then, man, it's been Wai-Visions, man. Salute, streets all salute.